Hello, viewers. We are here at Del Bravo Record Shop on historic Old Highway 90 West. Well, guess who's here today? Roger Velasquez, award-winning.
Hello, everybody.
Here in the house. Hey, Roger.
Yes, ma'am.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm blessed. Gracias a Dios. We're here celebrating life and celebrating music here at Del Bravo Records, and I can't think of a better way to spend my Saturday morning.
Roger, what made you get into music? Were you in the band at school? Did your dad play an instrument?
Well, my father was a singer, and he left the singing because he had 3 kids, me and my brothers, and he had to work, so he had to leave that. But I grew up listening to my dad sing in the bath, in the shower, every day of my life growing up. And my father had such a beautiful voice, and I guess it just got down deep inside of me. But I started off playing the drums with my bandmates. We were all growing up. We were all like 10 years old, and we were in middle school, and then people started hearing about us play our group. We won the talent show when we were in the 7th, when I was in the 7th grade, and people wanted to hire us to play for parties and stuff, but nobody sang, so I moved from the drums to the guitar. I started learning how to play guitar, and then somebody had to sing. So I said, well, my dad sings, maybe I can try singing, and here we are all those years later,
Oh my goodness. What part of town did you grow up in? You're from San Antonio.
I was born and raised on the south side of San Antonio.
Oh, okay.
I went to Harlendale High School. I'm from the Harlendale Independent School District area. And along with my good friend Jesse Borrego, and another friend of mine who was the designer for Selena, Martin Gomez, and a lot of other people that came out of the south side there at Harlendale High School. Down the road was McCullum, where Ram and Emilio and Raulito and a lot of other people came from McCullum High School. But we're all like within a 5-mile radius there from that part of town, south side of town.
Did you live around the Roosevelt, Provence area, Mission Road? Or
No. I'm more by South Park Mall.
Oh yeah, that
general
way.
area. Yep, off of South Cross and I-35, actually.
Awesome.
That area.
That is so cool.
And my grandmother was off of Theo and Malone there, off of Nogalitos.
Yeah.
So my family was,
area,
a lot of my family concentrated there in South Side.
And did you play in high school? Were you in the band?
I was. I actually was in the marching band, and we were an all-state sweepstake band in my freshman year there at Harlendale, under the direction of Mr. Wilson, who passed away sadly at a very young age. But yeah, I mean, and I also was taught by Charles McKinney, who was my band director in junior high, and he encouraged us to have our own group and to play pop music, And then later on, my senior year, he became the band director at Harlendale. And he brought us into all of us that were part of his middle school group, he brought us into the stage band and began to teach us how to play music, like jazz and stuff like that, Yeah, so my whole life has been
music.
Yes, music.
What age were you when you had your first group, or you were in a
Well,
group?
like I said, the first group was, we called ourselves Indian War Child because we were the Harlendale Indians, but we were like in the middle school, so we were the Indian War Child, something like that. But yeah, so I guess I started when I was around 10 years old, and then in middle school, I must have been about 10 or 11, around there, when we won the talent show at Harlendale Middle.
Wow.
Yeah.
In middle school. That is awesome. And what is your instrument? What do you play, or do you play everything?
Well, I started playing drums, but my main instrument now is guitar. But I always, everything that I've learned, throughout the years, be it percussion, drums, or like theory on piano, my guitar, the vocal, whatever, I use it all because I write my own music and I do my own arranging and producing. So everything that I've experienced helps me do what I do right now.
That is awesome. And right now, your latest CD, did you record that in your studio, or did you record it in someone else's studio?
I actually don't have a recording studio of my own. I record at Blue Cat
Okay.
recording studio here in San Antonio, Texas. A lot of other Grammy winners like Flaco Jimenez, Texas Tornadoes,
Yes.
Max Baca, on and on and on. Raul Malo. Actually, I don't know, maybe your listeners know who Rake is. They're
Yes.
a major
Yes.
band from Mexico. They record there.
Wow.
You know, his studio is it's an exceptional studio. I love it. I love the sound that I get there. And working with Joe Trevino has just been a really great honor and pleasure for me. He's a 5-time Grammy Award winning
Wow.
engineer producer. So Blue Cat's where I record, yeah. And it's real close to my house too. So, but I've also recorded with Gilbert Velasquez, who's a very good friend of mine, who's also pretty close to me. And I recorded my first 2 CDs with Gilbert. I recorded the Quiero Besarte CD that Bob Gallardo produced. We recorded it there with Gilbert, and then I recorded my second album, Toma Mi Corazón.
Oh,
That one's
I
got
love that
Mariposa
one, yes.
Traicionera and Mi
That one's
Gusto, and
so
those.
cool,
That
yeah.
was recorded at Gilbert Velasquez studio, and I recorded all over. But lately, it's at Blue Cat.
Okay, so your new music.
Shout out to Joe Trevino. Hey, Joe.
Hey, Joe. Your new music hasn't been out that long, but are you already working on your next project?
Always working on new music. I've got quite a few songs that I've written that I'm getting ready to do something with.
We're ready.
Yeah.
So just stay tuned. There's always new music coming.
Well, thank you, Roger. We appreciate you being here at
Thank
Del
you
Bravo
for
in our
opening
store.
your beautiful store
We
to us.
love your music.
Thank
It
you
is
so much,
awesome.
Irma.
Award winner.
Thank you.
Roger Velasquez in the house saying bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Were we live?
No, I'm gonna use this audio to put it over here,
And
and
then put them together.
I'm learning. Yeah,
You're already a pro.
I'm learning, man.